emelenu emelana Nnamdi Kanu ka m ga-eso ebe ọbụla o jelu ka m ga-eje ebe ọ sị anyị jedebe ebe ọ sị njedebe ka m ga-ejedebe ife ọ sị mme ka m ga-eme nekene uche m ọfọ nekene uche m ọfọ ife anụnwa imelu kedu ife dị iche during the time of Nnamdi Azikiwe and Ojukwu? Kedu ife dị iche during the time of Nnamdi Azikiwe and Ojukwu? Nnamdi Azikiwe sonyelu n'ife a na-eme ya nwere onwe nye so wee dee the Biafra anthem. Okay? Mana because of na omero gịnị? Because that na Ojukwu enyere chance ka o mee ife ọchị ime o weji because of sabotage ya ka ọ sabotage o filo no na-eme m Ojukwu. Mana ọ mara na ndị omegide bụ Biafrans, ọ mara na ndị omegide bụ ndị Igbo. Ya nwe bụ exactly ife uche mevọ na-eme. Gịnị ka ị ga-broadcast? Isi na iji mepee another radio Biafra, gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu ebe a na-ekwube? Kedu ife ị ga-ekwu ebe ahụ a na-ekwube ekwu? Ife anyị need bụ ka anyị bịa n'udo. Ife anyị need ka anyị bịa n'udo. Nekere ije na-akọ asịrị menye public si na ịmarọ kedu ihe m iji eje broadcast bịa ka ihe eji eje announce bịa mebe public ka ndị mmadụ wee mmadụ na iche ime because of gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu inwedu ọ bụla ka ekwubede sef ọ bụla ka ekwubede ilu Nnamdi Kanu somebody etinye na nga a promise heaven and earth binye billions upon naira. He calculate on euros, millions in euros and dollars. Or abandon. How many of us make menye? How many of us make menye? But because of that, the interest of Ndibu, it is a bin do not dry or making or wasting it or declare and if any was culture Biafra. I am Mojacha Gibonye. Guinea Key broadcast. Can if you wake radio Biafra gwa m gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu ebe anwa? Kedu ife inwe ike ikwu ebe anwa a na-ekwube? Gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu? Ife a need n'udo. And kịta anụnwa ndị Hausa na-amụ anyị amụ because ịma ife ị na-eme ijegojeje register. Gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu? Imeka gị anwe end kwa up like other people. Kedu ife ị ga-ekwu? Gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu? Advice m na-enye gị bụ gịnị? Ị gaghị apologize ya before too late. Gịnị ka ị na-akọdo ife anyị dị ka abịa n'otu anyị emego gịnị? Anyị agbasasịgo ozi niile a ga-agbasasị ụwa amalịgo ife anyị na-ekwu na ife a na-ekwu kịta nọ ka anyị ga-esu ebịa n'udo mee gịnị? Ndị nke anyị nọgasị na Kogi, nọgasị na Benue steeti, nọgasị na ife na-efe na Rivers steeti. Look at ife na-efe na Rivers steeti. Ka anyị kpọkọta ndị nke anyị ịnọgaba na-etinye katakata ịnekwa na-etinye katakata na-eti bro. Gịnị ka ị ga-ekwuru? Onye abụọ na-ekwu okwu eto anụnwa abịa na oyibo ọ nọ na ya, abịa na Igbo ọ nọ na ya, very agile, do very aggressive ka o nwee ike wee gwa ndebe anyị okwu ka o nwee ike wee banyere. Without that man akịta anụnwa, some of us kịta ga na-alala ụlọ and slumber. Enwe lot of people na gịnị ka ị ga-eme? Ị gada meeting ka ị generate a sympathy, cheap sympathy for yourself. Gịnị? What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because only oh my goodness. If I know we make it it just be like if all those guys know na kita anwa then I on a course as in I a business doing that blono generation upon generation. The generation before us, if I know a fool, if I know name young me gini no Ojukwu enwere ike inweta nwe ife ọchọ because of gini na onye na-abụ na-emekọ ife na azụ eze. Ịchọ ka ịghọ ọmụmụ Donald Trump na Joe Biden. Ịghọ Donald Trump na Joe Biden. You wear your own cabinet. You form your own cabinet, your own group. Nnamdi Kanu ka ga-eso. O nwere onye ga-eme ife that man anwụ melu. Onwero. A lot of force. Enwere the grace. Gịnị ka ị na-akọ ife anụwa? Gịnị ka ị na-akọ? Gịnị ka ị na-akọ? Ebe ka ọ ga-ebulugu wee ebe ka ọ ga-ebulugo ha ges gịnị a month 2 months 6 months nke aga onye ọbụla forget about you just nye ka ewe ka ndị mmadụ na-amụgasị anya amụ ana amụ anya amụ ndị asa na-amụ anya amụ our enemies na-amụ anya amụ mbụ na ta kwesịrị ka anyị nọlụgịrị ka anyị jikọọ onwe anyị ọnụ so onye Chineke wepụtara anyị ọ jọgburu onwe ya njọ ọ jọgburu onwe ya njọ sigbuo nkakwu n'isi ọ jọgburu onwe ya sigbuo nkakwu n'isi ị na-azọ eze gịnị ka ị na-azọ kedu ife ị na-azọ enyere go chance ka ikwu okwu na redio Biafra ọ gwụsịanụ ikwuru anụ gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu ife anyị ga-ekwu n'ọbụla na anụbenye gịnị ka ị ga-ekwu nke anụ ị na-eme with all due respect ịgwa gị eziokwu nke anụ bụ ị na-eme program etu anụnwa sef mpụta anụ m alala ụla because o nwere ka ị ga-esi ekwu okwu etu anụnwa ma etu ị ga-esi ekwu ma etu ị ga-esi na analyze ya with the energy ejiri anya ọnwa ya achụ revolution. You have to be very aggressive. You need the aggressive. It goes that you want to wiggle. It demonstrate if you name it. You can't win a queen la lola. With all due respect, if I get so he met area. I can't go money in that check. You apologize, yeah. He apologize, yeah. I may be fine, because before don't go too late. It is announced on each email Zoom na your platform. Did I feel on magazine viral? You're going to viral. Who can you want to viral? Ewepụrụ nka emerego nka enyerego nka gịnị ka nke anwa bụ gịnị ka ọ bụ even for most people that are hand on this struggle like that one they depend on the salary IPOB na akwụfa most of us ego ka na-akwụ anyị onwe ndị bụ na ha nọ na this struggle like that one ọ bụ na inyere ofe ego data ọ bụ na ịkwụrụ ofe ụgwọ ọnwa ito anụnwa fa eme gịnị fa eme ife kwesị ime o nwere ndị na-eto anụnwa shishi anara enyefa shishi people like us shishi anara but yet we put our own anyị jụrụ position ma sị na anyị na-eme ife anyị na-eme anyị na-eme ife anyị na-eme na our view use our data use our money put to make sure apụ demonstration anyị apụ na demonstration nke ọ bụ na-ekwu anyị apụta na-ekwekwu ndị na-encourage ndị m nọ na so many platform ọ bụrụzi unu abụzi ndị isi anyị nwere onwe anyị kwesịrị na-eto anya ka anyị na-enu n'anya wee na-eme ife a na-eme ịpụta ebe anụ isolu ndị ilo mebi na-enyegoro gị ego ka ị bịa ka ị gasacha ife a na-eme ka ị bịa ka mana ofe na agwa obodo o nwere ife imegido ka ị gasa ife a because Biafra anyị na fe n'anya ọ dị very very powerful ọ dị very very powerful the forces behind it even self ọ bụ na Nnamdi Kanu tata wee mee gịnị Nnamdi Kanu eto anụ wee pụta eto anụ wee betray this struggle mma agwa gosi that na he can never ever disintegrate this struggle. Even this struggle, say the powerful than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye ka ị na-agwado. Even say small children of 4 years, 2 years of strong are beginning now to sing the praises of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A children of 2 years now begin to sing the praises of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 2 years. Even game was holy. Omako equivalent ekwo. Man, that name. Children of 2 years now, when they see the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they say Nnamdi Kanu talk more of ụmụaka God get it in akọdụ ichi mepe redio Biafra enyere ọgụ gịnị ka ị ga-akọ kedu ife ị ga-akọ ọ jọgburu onwe ya njọ maka ọ jọgburu onwe ya njọ imetarịa and if you know that na n'ihi ebiri kaba ndị ọbụla bụ ndị sọpọtụ n'ife anụnwụ ị na-eme ndị ọbụla bụ ndị sọpọtụ n'ife anụnwụ ị na-eme ịdarịa daa ya patapatapapa daa ya azụ ịdasara ya adasa ọ jọgburu onwe ya ịdụgo hapi na ọpụtago n'ụwa na ị na-afụgo nye na ife ilo na onwere onye ya afụ even self meeting anụ anafe ekwu ife anụ akịta anụ mụ myself ekwesịrọ m self na myself na onwe ife na-eme nna anyị ukwu kwuru wee sị na o nwelu ndị nne na nju ajak go redio Biafra o kwuru ihe he said it na fa ajak gị he said it and he's going to find out who is that person and now ibido ka bupụta onwe gị ị na resign onye ka ịbụdụ gịnị ịmara nke ahụ ị na-eme n'ime those ones ahụ ị na-emenye we recognize those ones mana ịpụta etu ọnụ ka ime ka ewe because of need not ka ikwuo o nwere ndị enyelu gift ikwu okwu forget about na igụrụ akwụkwọ na ịgụrụ akwụkwọ o nwere ndị enyelu gift ikwuru okwu ị na-ekwu okwu etu ndị mmadụ na-eke ntị ife ị na-ekwu ka ị na-ekwu etu ị na-emeki point na-emeki sense Odugu n'ime ejiri anya ọma achụ revolution. Ọbịa dọrọ m mma. The advice na-enye gị ime gịnị ichiyata. Ya bụ advice na-enye gị ime gịnị ichiyata. Ije gịnị i apologize ya. Ha nabatakwa gị n'ife a na-eme. Ọ bụgo na anabata gị as a deputy of Biafra. Isonyekwa n'ife a na-eme. What are you talking? Gịnị ka ị na-akọ? Gịnị ka ị na-akọ? Apụta ebe anụ a na-akọ gbasara ọmụmụ Buhari. Look at the finding that I just found out today, that in 1985, when Buhari was then head of state of Nigeria, that an election in OAU, that is the Organization African Unit, were to held. He voted against his own country because Mr. Peter Onu was an Igbo man who wanted to run for that same seat. He wanted to run for that same seat in 1985. He assumed office in 1984. Then 1 year of his office assumption, an election, who will be the Secretary General of Organization of African Unit. He voted against his own. Down voted a Fulani man. This is exactly what you're doing, to betray your own people. This is exactly what you did. But after that, what happened? After Buhari voted against his own because the man was an Igbo man, Mr. Peter Onu, you can go and Google it. You can go and Google it and find out yourself what I'm saying if it's true. But does it stop Mr. Peter Onu to become the General Secretary? No. Of Organization African Union. Or stop with ya. So whatever you did, maybe if you feel not ime, maybe can change again you go looking. If you look at you cannot, my brother. You might cut me. You cannot. And nina hustle, but nina this point I kitan we need kitanwa. It was ezoku. Ndomna name broadcasting. Now if you need bunded very hard jai. If you need kitan live hard as ndede we. Oh, when they put that Namtifa Ochiabuto Nafaka na clamor for one Nigeria. Those people you want see in our gofoku. Now go for quota on our banye. This is a very critical moment. This is a critical moment, but at the need ronda annuala. You know, say that now because then you're going if you must not come to God. He said that he announced it's a very, very shameful thing, my brother. It's a very, very shameful. If I know we make it and we say, Aziki we melu, Ojugu. Can if a diche? What me if a diche? If I know emelu with Aziki we melu, it's the same thing. The last generation, now today's generation, the same thing is happening. What me if a diche? What me if a diche? Or what if a DJ? It's all the same. It's all the same. But this time around, we will prevail. Just like the way Mr. Peter Onu then, running for Secretary General of Organization African Unit, that the Buhari then, as a state governor, as a head of state, that voted against him and voted a man, a Fulani, a fellow tribe man that come from Niger Republic. You can go and Google it. It's a fact. You can go and Google it. He voted his own tribe against another tribe, against an Igbo, whom they are in the same contraption called Nigeria in 1985. In 1985. This is the reason why they choose him. This is the why all of them, they backed him up. They stood behind him because they believe that he is the one that will give them this Nigeria as a Fulani state. This is the reason why they choose him. So when the people now choose Nnamdi Kanu, why won't we give him the support? Give me the support. Can you give me the support? Open that Nigeria, you yourself will not be there. Even if you school in abroad, open Nigeria, there is no way you'll be in abroad. There is no way you will be in abroad. You understand what I'm saying now? There is no way you'll be in abroad. It's because of the country is upside down. Look at the way where everything is upside down. The children hulking on the street. Children hulking on the street. It is our responsibility to make sure that and some stupid elements who don't even understand what we are doing. Some stupid element who don't even understand. It is our duty to make sure that they open their brain. And go and on easy. You making it? What you have to do is to make sure that you want to sabotage what we're doing. It's a very, very shameful thing, my brother. It's a very, very shameful thing. And even now, what go over that now? Or do be late for you to make it turn out your way immediately. Because now kita anu kadreto anu kita anu. You making it igagana chia. Because that man are going to so long as that now can decline all the 600 and something million euro called dollar given to him when he was incarcerated in Abuja. Look at Ralph was leaking that started this struggle in 1999 to 2020. That makes it 21 years old. And he was in support. All the support can win some week the children of that same age, even below, from 21 years down. He supported the killing of the people who he have been songing right from 1999. How many years is it now? Open that no people or just Bobele Karat na Abuja under the leadership of Obasanjo. Or potato and when ye get on or Kobazi Foso, or potato or conk, no conka. It's very, very shameful thing, my brother. I'm telling you, it's very, very shameful thing. Now, go on my final name. Even at the time I don't even go. We at time on you focus that Nakina no accept na. Nandeni nebunde ngolo because of this struggle that ne regard of. Look at if you call it you check your Facebook page. Ke broadcaster ndem madu so ga emena. Na obu na ikusi amakia see you because of ndem de ba ngolo. So that means they don't even have regard for the death of what is going on. You have any regard. It's a very, very shameful thing. We must march on. Then there is nothing will stop us. Only if that stop him can follow Nnamdi Kanu. Because young one way a show go the true leadership. Young one way show go the true leadership. That no younger but only do all the truthful man that we ever seen. That the whole world is respecting. If they call this envy and jealousy. All this envy and jealousy. Envy and this jealousy. Open Igbo man eto anu open onye Igbo man eto anu na azu eze ana ije na Malaysia ana egbusisi onwe ije na South Africa eto ije na ebe anu na esu anyim anye na egbusisi onwe na esusu onwe anyim. It's the same thing. Envy man ije na ugwu asafa na mfa do unity now fight. Look at they choose Muhammad Buhari. That is why even in his death, they decide to still maintain that man because how much for the force behind him. This is what I call mental slavery. And if most of you have not read this book about the Willie Lynch letter, the Willie Lynch letter in late 1712, in the year 1712, you go and read it. You find out exactly how manipulate and use this one against this one. They use what this person. They gotta check all the leaders, all the people who are trying make a true change in Africa in the society. They don't okay so use one person they don't not be behind me. Can make it can we use whoop from the way because when they disturb her. Kita no every more na kita no na amuamu na enwela angoli ndilo ana amuamu na enwela angoli ona atofu uto. This ajuju na ajugo is not mepe radio Biafra human right or whatever you call it. Kedifi ge preach eba just kedifi ge ku eba yin ekube. Kedifi ge ku de aina nube. It's not your view. and there's nobody who can stop. Nobody have any right to stop you. This and that and can. Gini ki ge kwe pa we ane kube. And you will the zeal, you will the energy. Do you have the energy? Opening have what the energy. I get it doesn't matter on your effect one day. It does not matter on your normal effect. I get it doesn't matter on your normal effect. We will say it. In with the energy or when can we have protest higher sick by May 2000 or 1005 or 700. Can't you see the way it's a trip in Nnamdi Kanu to the extent that now even self this Facebook and I suppress the numbers. And I suppress the numbers. Gini ki geku. Ichi a your view. Ichi ibweze. Ichi build cabal. There is nothing like cabal in IPOB. There is nothing like cabal. IPOB is under one leadership. It's under one control and command. If open asugu make the enjoyment. Because if open and fight for the betterment of everybody. If you know that make it on Nnamdi Kanu, you know make it on Nnamdi Kanu. Only make it the whole Biafrans. The whole Biafrans, including those ones are Biafrans. Those ones are on a Kogi, those ones are on a Benue State, then on a River State, then on a Akwa Ibom, then on a River State, then all over the Nigerian state, Tibra na how Wolitano, Kelisiando, Ndebaitis Bozo, Fama Kineme, Obron Nnamdi Kanu Kineme. Just like in America today, the whole world kita anuma feel that na Joe Biden and Indo to find make Donald Trump. Obro Donald Trump can if I make one. The power the force do behind Nnamdi Kanu. Without Nnamdi Kanu, without Nnamdi Kanu, by now kita anuma. This danger will get a stronghold in our communities. By now, they will have a hold stronghold in all our township, in all our town. Without Nnamdi Kanu, do you remember what happened during the time he invaded his home? All because that no decline, the bribe and corruption. Papier decline. That is why they want to kill him for almost a year. On out, what is happening everywhere about Biafra, everything about Biafra, Satan will die. Yeah? We must tell ourselves the truth. It doesn't matter on your normal effect. It does not matter on your Mwakano Kineme, Opron Nnamdi Kanu Kineme, Biafran's Kineme, Biafran's Kineme, Guinea call for Laiwa, Guinea call for Laiwa, Kedifa for Laiwa, Ndineme Mwakano, Mwakano Kineme, no bro, Opron Nnamdi Kanu Kineme. Obro Umwaka na Hano na Nigeria by now. Hawking on the street. But na Hamadu na Guauko. Hana hawk on the street. From there kidnap over I will use ritually. Often kineme. All those children are under 18 or above 18. But those people have the double have child whatever for all her name of kineme. It's not Nnamdi Kanu kineme. Obro Nnamdi Kanu kineme. Obro Nnamdi Kanu kineme. You got everything they now. Only of them are fighting Nnamdi Kanu they make his own generation. Generation your own generation of born children your envy and jealousy to become king. You want to become king. You want people to worship you. When you merit it, if you respect, you have to earn your respect. Whatever you want to be in this life, you have to earn it. And if you don't earn it, you don't get that respect. You understand what I'm saying now? You have to earn your respect. So whatever you want to achieve in this life, you must not build your ego based on what somebody has already built. You must work for it. You must work for it so that when you earn that respect, people will have respect and regard for you. Because of it, it's illegal. Worship. Do you know? Imagine what kind of me go. I'm very disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you. I am very disappointed in you. I am very calling now our leader lie. In a boy, you know, assassin. In a boy, on assassin. What's you got to ask again, measure? Open us go das gine mezie, osias gine mezie. And so what? The people who have been there colonize you, they lie to you, they bring what about their religion? What about their religion? Our ancestors. Of Fashion legacy. Then these fools, but over the Fulani Janjawees. This is one of the tactics I believe. You know not say legacy. A man but that na chukwe wo putage we shy sobenye. Just like Ketu, the whole Fulani's name so Buhari, even in his grave, they are still following him. Even in his grave, they are still following him. You can go and check it out. In 1985, Buhari voted against Nigeria as then a head of state, number one man in the state, voted against his own country in the favor of a Fulani man in Niger Republic. In favor of a Nigerian man in Niger Republic. But you, your own brother, we are preaching on a daily basis. We change our way, change our thinking, change the way as they live, the way our mind is at work. Change because imagine that Imagine that for how long? For how long? You said it if we are by yourself, not since 2012. Can this struggle do it? Since 2012. Can this struggle do it? Open that these people are no akita anwa. Open that these people are no akita anwa. That na how no mwefa emego gini. Chetalo mali ife ane eku, mali ife anu ane eku. Na open na fa no mwefa galanti right from the beginning. Open a fire gallant right from the beginning. By now, Kitan, when I can even take Ivanacho. Umuro Johnson gets Abram Nnamdi Kanu. A bob no age. If a bob no jello, awesome Gabangaba, awesome Kulumpulo, awesome Kulumpulo. That is the reason why Kitano or just Obandu, can you even use your platform? Even your own personal Facebook page. Can you even use there? Where put a bido? If you want to earn people's view, it's a canuki. Can you many Can you many use this energy and we dream even God prove for yourself that you're worthy to broadcast in Radio Biafra. Change your strategy. Bring your energy. Gather your energy. Force yourself to bring your energy. Use your own personal platform. To do what? To make sure that you're equal to the task to broadcast, that the people will listen to you. This is not a dull time that the people will be listening to and be sleeping. In a broadcast, that is the fact. When you open the active, now this social media, man, that in the door na broadcasting. You can give announcement, no problem. But I'm not keep energize them mad. More ginger them mad. It do not good at it. But opening him announcement, okay, no problem. He will give him announcement. Very, very important announcement. These are the things he will give you. Open no announcement. And again, these are the things you can see. Open an announcement. Ignore announcement. Announcement. If I'm never announcement, they will again. It's a man announcement. Tell that people now Maluka that they are active. These are the things you can see. Can you make you can somebody like me can be motivated by you? Only a lot of people that had motivated by the speaking or by the thing that the man knew. Only not had motivated. Only the speaking of the speaking or what they heard from the person and they listen to had them motivated to even do the more or even try to emulate that person. You put that kind of person. To go there, you go good deputy. All you have to do is to find a strategy. You want to be able to hear your voice. Open on announcement. Because in a announcement, can the man not to canonum? Kamalka Moka deputy, American function. At least can the man known. But the people now join now judge when I say, can you hear me that na ide walk another? Oh, because then a metal nan you belly. And the most part of it, the fact about it is that the man is stressing himself so much and he needs help. He needs somebody that will help him. He needs rest. That man needs rest. That is the factual truth about it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu needs rest. And there is nothing anybody can do about it to stop this struggle. But somebody who will represent him, who has the same energy, only want the same energy, to swing energy, only offer on madu. It's only we and some of the people who are some of other heavyweight speakers and broadcasters now support here. But only not the being so. Get the key game, just pipe her down. If you game, announcement and you name announcement. I'm going on 2 hours. Then Nnamdi Kanu does the Limegini. Nnamdi Kanu does the Limegini. Or wasn't them but see this day can name announcement unless any emergency. Or may use when a live broadcast on him. But to normal this thing on this date, and we stop calling me that. Those journalists know the only supreme leader of Chuko Kikabiama. That he's only a servant of indigenous people of Biafra and the IP and the Nigerian youth. What are you talking? Could it be? So he change. If you know that same character that Buhari played in 1985, favor his own tribe, a Fulani from Niger Republic. This is exactly what I want you to do. To be with your people. Opening from your own kaba, how long would you last? Go up and let us see. But the other advice in the beginning, mend your way. Apologize, yeah. You go for Apollo announcement. And then you got announcement. Let them be giving you announcement so that people will be hearing your voice. This is the only thing. If only the leader of IPOB will still accept you as a deputy. If only he will accept you, because I'm not sure that he will accept you again. Because you have insulted him. And you're very, very happy that this thing went viral. You're very, very happy. You're happy that no went viral. So you don't tell me that you're not happy. It has not a sale or selagasi. Or selagasi. Or melankanwa. But to Janjawi na selagasi right from beginning. Janjawi na selagasi right from beginning. The British government. Okay, but through Lagos. Now, for to abolish slavery. How can abolish slavery? Can you even for which then not ketenu because the French in that place. Bolundan whatever from there, but Tasukoto, Pateba, we take a been on down because that Nanda Fulani convinced Lundasa. We're making it where Busisian don't colonize Ava. And the five going to that they can't do with us, they can't deal with the Yorubas. Even before they want to go, they say that they cannot afford that the Igbos and Yorubas to amalgam together. And these Igbo and Yorubas will not be alive to allow the Northerners to rule over them. So they need the alliance of Igbo and the Northerners, or they need the alliance of Yorubas and the Northerners in order to suppress. And the best candidate is what? The best candidate is what? Is a Yorubas. After Ziki betray his own. After Ziki betray his own. Because Ziki first of all betray his own people. Ziki first of all betray his own people. Ziki first of all betrayed the Yorubas. He first of all betrayed the Yorubas. And now, when you say that open the Yorubas now over and they look after their own nature and Nikefa, you don't blame them. Because I want to first betray ourselves. That's the worst thing somebody can do. In South Africa, India was a Busisi. In Malaysia, Japan, and the opportunity time we can make it, can we bear together? I bet together. I am waking not alone build our home. Because this country most of this country hana coca. Man hana fuma. The politicians of today, how you say anyone? Febula the religious leader. Religious leader use anyone. Eke people from 10,000 tolo, 8,000, 7,000, 5,000, even 20 naira to make sure that you don't even have money to buy a cup of rice. This is what they are doing to us. Even all these messages are all a common Nigerian, a common average Biafra or average Nigerian don't even have data to stay 1 hour, 2 hours, or even 3 hours, or even 30 minutes to listen to program, because he will be busy looking for something to eat. This is the reason why ends has failed. So what you are supposed to do? You're supposed to plan with the leaders, plan out with the leaders, so that the second phase will not fail. Even on the 18th of this November, another second phase of NSAS was supposed to hold, but because of no hold, is because there is an organizers, and when there are organizers, they can be easily to be bought by the zoo government. That is why they now postponed it to 7th of December, and another phase now have now adjusted the revolution protest, and now the next thing now, the same person now, I get straight out no making. Go look down. Another face, some people potato and they use mado. Okay, we're making it. Kefa with ifacho. Once you found with a leaf facho, the other group hijack. And we're making it. You look away with a leaf facho. Generation upon generation, generation upon generation, generation upon generation. Make it day. Before money 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, before you know it, your children will now be asking Aisha Muhammadu. Your daughter will now be answering Harina. You will no longer have freedom of speech. You no longer have freedom of movement. You don't have right to speak. Even these answers now, they have now implement a ban on social media, so you can't even express your feelings. You can't even express your feelings. The things you suppose you may begin, if you prove yourself. If you want to upgrade, you want to upgrade from the position, what you have to do is to you have to work hard for it. You have to work hard for it. If it's by merit, maybe at that time that you are chosen as a deputy leader, you are not qualified. But because there is no other person, that is why now game has changed. A lot of things have changed. You rightly said it that now in 2012, Kifa Nuabido. And if you check, even since 2012, well, 2020, 8 years are Ghana. 8 years are Ghana. So the level of that time now about the same. Everything they change go. How many watch from the beginning of this media? The way say about the same. The knowledge is not the same. Everything has upgraded. You want to upgrade yourself, whatever you're doing generally. You have to work for it. You have to work for it. So stop all this nonsense, trying to accumulate a kingship. You want to be like Donald Trump and Donald Trump and Joe Biden. But you heard Master Nnamdi Kanu so many times and say that there will be no cabal in IPOB. You heard him saying so many times there will be no cabal in IPOB. And you have the effrontery to say that you open a radio Biafra human rights whatever, and you will air your view, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. That nothing anybody can do about it. But you also heard that according to the rules of engagement, command and control, you are imposing the authority. You are imposing on the authority. This IPOB, this Biafran generation, this struggle of Biafra is even more greater than Nnamdi Kanu. Is even more greater than Nnamdi Kanu. That a lot of people are beginning to wake up. That a lot of people are beginning to wake up. People are beginning to understand what is going on. What is this? You have to. What kind of rubbish is this? You put it on just knock America can sana musanyamu. Can you encouragement in any dozo? What is getting encouragement in any dozo? As a deputy leader, you want to compare yourself. Find out the idea where you cannot it not fight in Nnamdi Kanu. Or you not Nnamdi Kanu can fight. Who told you not Nnamdi Kanu fight? You're fighting the generation of the children unborn. You're fighting these children, these 2 years children, that when they see the picture of Nnamdi Kanu, they will be shouting. You're fighting them. You're fighting those people that now, before they get admission, they have to pass a score. They have to get a score over 300. Where in the north, you just get up to 9. Then you study. At the end of it, there's no job for you. At the end of it, all the contract, all the life contract have been given, awarded to all this foreign country. What are you talking? You better amend your way. I'm telling you, this struggle is greater than Mass Nnamdi Kanu. Talking more of you. Talking about go chance live broadcast. You have to work for it. If you see, open your food that na go on go kita anuma that na the level change go. Get the key game. You have to upgrade yourself. Use your platform. You have a platform. You have your own personal platform. You ever view. You wake up from slumber. Open the key in a broadcast. How would you be able to motivate? How could you be able to motivate the people with the way the issue? How can you be able to motivate people in a jealous? That's a pity. This is Igbo man for you. This is Igbo man for you. This is the mentality of Igbo man. This is the mentality of Igbo, and this also goes to most of you. This also goes to most of you who now fight your coordinator in your various places. Because all of you now FIFA na make it anwa. Una no now watch. Kono follow the outcome. Kegesu enwogo. Kegesu emegeni wenwogo from the inside. This goes to all of you also at the same time. That now you cannot give the respect. Open a power. A power to a next person. There is a reason why there is a reason why will put that power from you. Maybe they are preparing another higher level for you. Maybe they are preparing another higher level for you. This is the thing. And you cannot remain on the same place. You say this is a natural life. This is naturally. You cannot remain in the same place at the same time. If you're earning 100,000 naira for a month, maybe by next year you'll be earning 500,000 naira. This is a life. Life changes constantly. You can't remain in the same place at the same time. You cannot remain the same place at the same time. And once life in a change, this is the same thing if you can see a change. So when they remove then there's another place that God is preparing for you. You understand what I'm saying now? Maybe by himself, he removed you from that program. He removed you to participate or to have access to that program because they want to bring people who have the energy. And they want to put you more places that is even higher than the opposition. What is wrong with us? And this happened all over the world. There are IPOB all over the world. All over the world. Open from position. What do you have to do? He handed over. He said to you, oh my goodness. If most of you listen to that program, our leader ask him to hand over everything to a certain particular person. And he is challenging the authority. He is challenging the authority that he should come and take it by himself and give to whomever. This is challenge, and this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Even in my unit, here in Hamburg. My coordinator in Hamburg unit, his position as a coordinator was taken from him. He quietly handed it over to the next person that was directed to him to do so. And today, as I'm speaking to you, he is now the national coordinator of the whole Germany. He is now the national coordinator. If you want to find out, you go and Google it and find out who is the national coordinator of Germany. This is how life goes. We can remain, there is no way that we will remain in the same position. That is not possible. Life changes. Everything in life changes. Since 2012, 2020, this is 8 years. A child who was born in the 2012, a child who was born in 2012, how old is he now? That's 8 years. He or she will be in primary 2 by now. He or she will be in primary 2 by now. You understand what I'm saying now? He or she will be in primary 2 by now, since 2012 to now. Then, when you calculate back in 1999, when the RAF was looking took over this struggle. 1999 till now, how many years is this? It's 21 years now. But he defaulted along the way. He was incarcerated at the same time, just like exactly what our leader passed through. But he was bought over. This is why we could not follow him. This is the reason why Masop collapsed. You understand what I'm saying now? This is the reason why Masop collapsed. And the man who declined every temptation and say, I cannot betray my people. How many of us can do that? There are people that you give $50,000 today. There are people that you give $50,000 today. There are people you give $1 million today. They will abandon this struggle. This is the factual part. But this man was given 660-something million euro, but he rejected. He was promised heaven and earth. He was promised. He was promised to become the vice president. He was promised to give a plot, oil plot. He was promised to give house in Dubai, but he declined everything and said, "Biafra or nothing. I want the freedom of my people." He is not looking for him. He is not looking for the benefit of himself, but he is looking for the benefit of every Biafrans, including those people who were scattered away in the Togo. I mean, in Kogi, in Benue State, River. These are our brothers and sisters. He said the freedom of them are better than what? Than myself. Than the benefit of personal gain. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has suffered for us. And he has earned his respect. That is why everybody is singing his praises. This is the reason why every man, every woman is singing his praises. Because he has worked for it and he has earned that respect. Not to talk about the people who will try to build on your own success, try to pull you down. They want to pull you down to build their own success. And how do you think that it's going to last? How do you think that when you try to fall, when you try to destroy what other people have built up, how do you think that your success will last? It can never last. You have to work for it. You have to work for it. It's very, very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. I will advise you, please, to go and check in 1985, OAU, that is Organization African Unit, in 1985. An election were to held, Secretary General position. The election were to held, but Buhari, this dead Buhari that we're seeing today, that they are impersonating their name in the Aso Rock, he voted against his own country, a country that he is number one. He voted in the favor of a Fulani man. He voted in the favor of a Fulani man. This is to tell you, this is the kind of people that their people choose to follow. This is to tell you the kind of people that their people choose to follow. And when we choose to follow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and our petty jealousy, envy, ịchọ ịbụ onye isi, ịchọ ịbụ eze, ịchọ inwe nka, ịchọ inwe nka, and you allow yourself to be used. You allow yourself to be used by the enemy on this critical moment. Be you who, wherever you are, and you are fighting your deputy. You're fighting your coordinator in your various units. It doesn't matter what you read. It does not matter what you read. It does not matter how qualified you are. It does not matter. Once a leader is chosen, that person is blessed by God. So you don't have any right to oppose your unit coordinator. This is general to everybody. You don't have any right to oppose your coordinator. And once a position been taken away from you, you have to respectfully hand it over. Not try to cause commotion or try to cause catastrophe. And you think you can pull IPOB down. You will see. Once Nnamdi Kanu, because now he just pipe low. Or just when you go to on welu microphone kita anunwa by your life, you will see how people will troop in. You will see how respectful they will respect him. How many are you? You will see how respectful people will respect him. You will see how worship they will worship him more. You will see that the grace of God is upon him. And this is the reason why that he said that if only only 100 men, and this is to tell you that even those people who are around him, people like Ochiabuto, are not among the chosen one. So it doesn't matter how long you've been there. It doesn't matter what kind of contribution you've contributed. That is more better than the people who have died right from 1967, 1970 up until today. People are still dying. It doesn't matter. You don't have any right to challenge your unit coordinator. You don't have any right. So you have to take away that stupid, selfish interest of yours and think about tomorrow. This is the reason why the Westerners are better than us, because they think tomorrow. A lot of people today don't care about their children. A lot of parents today, they do not care about their children. Because if you care for your children, you will do anything humanly possible to make sure that you bring them up to the standard that you desire. If you care for them, if you care for the children, if you care for the children, your children, you will bring them up to the standard. You will bring them up to the standard that you desire. You're someone saying now, but when you don't care about it, when you don't care about your children, you'll be misbehaving. This is exactly what a deputy leader, do you know what that means? Do you know the position of that? Even that name, even not participating in your live broadcast, because you're not participating in live broadcast. You have even used this to even make so many people, even myself, more popular. You have even used this to make, you allow yourself to be used to even make myself, to even be more popular than what I am. Because I believe that most of people who are watching me right now, this is the first time hearing my voice. You allow yourself to be used. You allow yourself to be used by the enemy. You allow yourself to be used by the enemy. Your duty is to teach and guide the children that God has given to you. And who are those children? It's the children of Most High, the indigenous people of Biafra, the people who do not have the knowledge, because history, you don't find it anywhere in Nigerian system. They stripped it away, so we don't have the knowledge of what is going on. They thought that was the best, but that is because when somebody whom before you admitted yourself or you got admitted into a university, you will have 97 points, whereas a certain group of people will have over 300 points. And how do you think that they will reason? How do you think that they will reason? This is they thought it was the best for them to remove history from the curriculum of the Nigerian education. They thought that was the best thing to do. But not knowing that they are shooting themselves on the foot. Look at everywhere is now upside down. Everywhere is now upside down. What you did is not different of what the Southeast, the so-called Southeast governors, the so-called South governors are doing. It is not. It is not. It's not different. It is not different. What the Southeast governors, the South governors did to their people, it is not different of what Ohanes and Ndoshi Nandi Igbo Melani if you melodri Kedi a children were handed over to you, unlike Ohanes and Ndoshi Nandama, to speak for them, but rather instead of speaking for them, what did they do? What did they do? What did they do, I ask? They abandoned their duty. They abandoned their duty and did what? They abandoned their duty and faced another thing. And look at where they are. Today they cannot come up publicly to hold any meeting. Today they are running from helter to skelter, running to enemies in order to do what? To find a way to please their master. You understand what I'm saying now? There is no difference of what he did. And majority of us, we never ever exceeded from following Nnamdi Kanu. Because he demonstrate he go no easy. Or demonstrate he go all the temptation. Kedife mo juadu kafachi ibunye. What? Kedife me ojuado kafachi ibunye. Those people bun the Southeast governors. Those South governors. Ohaneze Ndoshi Nandama. Ohaneze Ndoshi Nandama. Opol na fa wono onwe fa melgini. Na fa mele exactly what Nnamdi Kanu did. Mobadi Southeast governors. Iche na me busisi fa nine. Iche na me busisi fa nine. Even what about what happened in Lekki Tollgate? What about what happened in Lekki Tollgate? What about people? No people. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? No. You have not thought about that. The only thing you care about is your self-interest. Your selfish interest. This is all you care about. All you care about. People are beginning now to wake up. People have begun to wake up from their slumber. People are beginning now to wake up from their slumber. And what do? You want to help the enemy. You want to help the enemy to do what? To finish their work. But you know, you cannot. You cannot. People are now beginning to wake up. I want to show you. I want to play this program. I want to play this program. Let me see if I can find it. This so-called South meeting that we're supposed to hold with so-called presidency. Let us analyze it and see what exactly is different. What exactly is different between what this man did and all the South governors. Let me see if I can find it. I know I'm telling you. Obi adromumma. Obi adromumma. Obi adromumma. Obi adromumma. But before that, let me see if I can find this music and play. Holy, holy, holy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let's see.
I remember the beer we drank from cassava. I remember.
While listening to this music, please, I want to get this South. I want to get this South meeting so that let us analyze it and see exactly the difference between what Nnamdi Kanu did. I mean, what Ochiabuto did to compare what they did. There is no difference. He is our savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. Holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. In your madika, yadwika kokwanam no wow. Hey, I know mekele mazuche mefo. It's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. When I'm singing, holy, 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 Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
Nnamdi Kanu is our savior, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Now, I want to fast forward you. I want to fast forward you to this southeast. I want to fast forward you to this southeast meeting that was cancelled. That was cancelled by the so-called presidency. By the so-called presidency. I want to fast forward you to this program. So let us analyze it and see exactly what is difference. What is exactly difference between Ochiabuto and the South governors. We are now moving away from the southeast. Now we are now going to south. The people that we are working so hard to bring them together. I now work so hard. Can I bring her together? Can we realize that na I ain't in a bofu. Can I realize that I ain't in a bofu that with one I'm with Kono I ain't waking with the fine archer. anyị enwe ike nweta ife anyị na-achọ ka anyị gee ntị. Let us listen to it and analyze it at the same time. Let us listen to it and analyze it at the same time. Let us listen to it and analyze it at the same time. It's very, very touching what Ochiabuto did. All the very, very touching. All the very, very touching.
This message, give them money. Make Buhari they hear. We give them just few days. We go rumble the economy of this country. As I wanna, enough of the insult. Me, I first know say this meeting no get ahead. Because everything about Niger Delta na joke. Everything about South na joke. All the politicians where they appointees for South supposed to don't come this state. They're supposed to not be here. Since this meeting was planned, all the ministers from South where them there? Are they not supposed to be the first people to come for the stakeholders meeting? Are we not supposed to, as a people, have had discussions? They play politics with South. If South not there, they will appoint them. All of them don't make friend finish. They don't go that side make friend finish. Now 2023 be their problem. 2023 Abi. The black say that see make them know NSAS na play. NSAS na play. Make it happen for this South. It go be. This one don't show now where our governor. So all this play when they play with this bull. More I just carry this message, they go out. That don't play, don't end.
When I again, everyone who are the governors negu suffer. Everyone who negu suffer, ya end ya. Everyone who negu suffer, the leaders. On our the leaders, the governors of South, including the murderer, the murderer, Governor Wike. Kedife diche, now all these criminals and one call themselves South governors and Ochiabuto, what he did. Kedife diche.
This laugh one and they laugh with presidency, don't no now they have a problem.
You hear?
If you like, I send letter to you tomorrow. No, did not accept my letter. No concern me. I don't talk. They laugh one and they laugh with the presidency, and they have a problem. When I go back, the bless said the allocation of the seat on and I go come plan meeting finish from where on our day, on our way in our own side, on our be like strong men. See us on the week. Not the week they give Gambari. Gambari where just take office some few days ago. Just imagine. Someone for a product of struggle. What don't they do? Gambari could just call you, they cancel meeting. A whole governor of Delta State, when in the march, youths of Niger Delta there behind you. Gambari they cancel your meeting when you fit for South. You don't tell us something. Now I make the they like us. Because we know if we take the nonsense from them. And if we are not resolve this matter within the next few days, our own answers get another tune. We cannot be taken for granted all the time. See, East West Road, they rot in, they go. People, they die every day. They send a consultation, they still cancel them. They attach us money, when they call 13% innovation that they take. You don't reach after this meeting, when no hold like this, we're going to reject all those offers. Until we and this government sit down like this, even allocation, say, money not collect. No, because we need to inconvenience ourselves to get result. More can not collect anything from them again. More can at least to show, say, when I respect South, more can not pick any call from presidency, at least within the next 24 hours. If they take their full call, if they say, oh, now, not sell us out. This meeting is as important as any other meeting in this Nigeria. I know what talking again, play the very foul.
So, can you even do now? What is different between what this so-called South governors did and Ochiabuto? What is different? These are the people that were working so hard to convince them, to let them know that we are brothers, to let them know that the caliphate are using everything humanly possible to use it against us in order not to be one with our brothers. Because they know that our strength lies that the open hand all together. How much our strength lies open hand ten all together. These are the people that we Uche Mofo need to bring his own inner intelligence to find a way to bring these people together. Use his own platform. Use his own platform that you want to be broadcast, right? You want people to hear your view. You want to upgrade from where you were before, right? You want to upgrade from where you were before. So what do you have to do? You have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself that you're worthy. You are worthy to carry that burden that you're clamoring. You understand what I'm saying? Not trying to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is fighting this cause. Fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is you fight the unborn generations. The unborn generations. But you know you cannot do that. Because this generation is wise. We are wiser. We are wiser than the one before. What you did is no different of what Azikiwe did to our great leader, Dim Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. It's no different. Because he is the one who composed this Biafran national anthem. He composed it. This is to tell you that he is part and parcel. You played a great role bringing up this struggle to this stage. But because of your jealousy, because of jealousy of a common Igbo man, what did you do? You want to sabotage everything. You let the whole world, you let the whole world be laughing at us. I cannot follow any other person except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has proven himself worthy. He has proven himself worthy that he is worthy to be died for. Eboje kangeje. Onwere onye n'ime anyị. Onwere onye ga-enye $100 million. Onwere onye ga-enye $100 million now. Even $50,000. They will be talking. They will be yapping rubbish. They will be yapping rubbish. Onwere onye ga-enye 50,000. Just imagine this young man that Mwike tagged 50 million naira on his head. If assuming that man had 50 million naira in his account, if assuming that man had 50 million naira in his bank account, there is no way that he will participate in that NSAS protest. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. This man, they gave him 660 something million euro while he was in Kuje prison. He said no. They bring that money. They bring that money to his father, to his parents. His parents didn't say no. And the next thing, the so-called Southeast, so-called leaders, people like you connive to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he was away, that is my simple question. When he was away for almost a year, did you keep the light burning? Did you keep the light burning? No, you did not. You did not. So, can you even consider that now you are even up to that task of that broadcast? Everybody must not be a media. Everybody must not be a media. Can you even go see that now you are even up to that task to become a media presenter? Who can you even go see Lu on Kine Queen Kuina Lalola? When I'm listening to your I don't even like to listen to your program unless when it comes to a very important announcement. I'll pay attention. Or whenever you're having a group, whenever you're having a group chat with other Biafrans, this is where I find interest. But whenever you are alone, hosting a program, you understand what I'm saying? Whenever you're alone hosting a program, I don't find it interest. I don't find it interest. This is the honest truth. It doesn't matter who he affects. I have been on this program for 1 hour 17 minutes now. And if you check my program right from the beginning, till now, you will see the energy. This is the kind of thing that you need in a revolution. We are not here to romance words. We're not here to entertain your stupidity. We are not here to entertain you. You understand what I'm saying now? We are not here to entertain your stupidity. This is revolution. People are angry. A lot of people were after going to school, an engineer after going to school, you cannot be able to find a job. Do you find them go and open a generator house, a generator workshop, or a mechanic workshop? Somebody who's studying a mechanical engineering. They're supposed to be bringing his idea in a multi standard company. You understand what I'm saying now? They're supposed to be aiming in a multi-standard company. On our work as engineer. In a hotel in Nigeria today, you will hear a lot of our women, a lot of our girls are not prostitute around. Men and they use and not dump over. Have no respect towards them. These are the people in a fight. These are the people. He got on the street. If you children of 6, 7 years, 10 years, and on the street, now hawk orange. These are the people. I'm fighting for. Because in this Western world, the generation of those children who are hawking oranges in the street, their generation in the Western world are busy going to school. Their generation, the same generation of the children of 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 years old in that Damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria who are hawking on the street, selling oranges and the rest of them. Their generation in Western world are busy going to school, preparing them for the next level. You don't have what it takes to be a broadcaster. The God has given you that leader. God gave you that leadership of a deputy. Do you know what is deputy? Do you know what is deputy? The largest mass movement all over the world. That when he start broadcasting, if he's now assumed that the Facebook is not suppressing our platform, do you know how many people that will add their view or will try to watch him to speak? If it's not that the Facebook is suppressing the struggle of Biafra. If it's not the Facebook is suppressing Nnamdi Kanu whenever he's live. But despite everything, people will find a way to listen to it. Because it's nothing but the truth. It is only platform that even the present day of Nigerian media are taking their facts. Even the present day, that even as I'm speaking to you, they visit Nnamdi Kanu platform on a daily basis to find out what's the latest. This is a man that everybody respects, home and abroad. This is a man that the enemies, the new law full of it, we're going to know him. We're going to know him. It's on our line on ya. It's on our quiet on ya. We do open the trying on ya. So nothing anybody can do about it to stop this program. And he has said it so many times and so many times. If you know you can do better than me, I myself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will step down for you. So who are you to come and threaten the foundation of the foundation that the God has built? Do you think that this struggle of Biafra, this struggle of IPOB was built by a man? It wasn't built by a mere mortal. It was built on the rock of Ages. The Elohim, the Chukwu Okike Abiama Inefe, built this struggle. Oh, build this struggle. That is why he saw so many of us being in this struggle. We are not receiving any money from IPOB, but we are bona fide active member, including financial, in everything. In everything. This is to tell you that it's ordained, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. He has said so many times that position is not forever. So there is no way that you will accuse our leader or you will insult our leader that you find it easy with us. Do you know what you've done to yourself? The only advice I advise you is to do what? Is to go back and apologize. He might take you back as the deputy leader. Then you strategize your way. Open no announcement, because you're not good in broadcast. That is the honest truth about it. Open no announcement. Nnamdi Kanu, you will announcement in your chemofo. Open no emergency announcement. While making your live broadcast, you do the emergency live broadcast. But all those announcements, in Brazil, this man is no longer a leader of Nkanka. All those ones are handing over to Nnamdi to Uchemofo. On an announcement, it will be known to everybody that on social days, up on Wednesday, up on Thursday, on social dates, that you go and listen to announcement. That is the way to go. We are building a society. We are building a government, and the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching us. So we cannot afford to show any symptom of weakness in what we're doing. We cannot afford to show any symptom of weakness in whatever we're doing. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. I am very, very disappointed. Do you know what happened in Munich? Sometime in 2018, thereabout 2018, when it's because that he is the leader, or he was the coordinator, and he did something. He was asked to leave the office, I think thereabout in Munich. Some of you who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And the man refused to play. He refused to be paying his tithe. That is his tax. With his gang. And the only question Nnamdi Kanu asked him, that country where you are you not paying your tax? This monthly contribution that we're doing, this is the only way that we sustain what we're doing. This is the only place that we are sustaining what we are doing. That we can able to use this little money to fight the Nigerian government with the truthful build-up of IPOB. Because IPOB is built upon the rock of ages. The Chukwu Okike Abiama builded this indigenous people of Biafra. It doesn't matter where the name comes from. It doesn't matter. This is the reason why you see people like Tony Nadi fighting Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. And they thought that they are fighting Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that they are fighting themselves and their generation to come. People like Asari Dokobo, because of petty jealousy. Petty jealousy. People like what is it called? Raf Wazulike, who started this struggle in 1999. Most of you who are watching me right now, you are 21 years old. Most of you who are watching me now, you have children of 8 years old at home. Those children of 8 years old were born in 2012 when IPOBA under the leader Nnamdi Kanu take it over. And most of you who are 21 years old were born the time of Raf was Rike. Then check it upon 8 years and 21 years. What 8 years have been able to achieve since 2012, and what since 1999 till today have not been able to achieve. Assuming that they build it upon the truthful and solid foundation of Chukwu government. Do you think that we wouldn't have gotten our Biafra by now? If assuming that Masob and the Raf was Like, they stood on the truthful, do you think that anybody will know about Nnamdi Kanu? If Nnamdi Kanu divert from this struggle, you will see somebody from nowhere who will pick it up, and the name of Nnamdi Kanu will be forgotten and forgotten forever. That is the factual truth about it. Because people are so tired of the way life is going on in Nigeria. Whatever you're watching in the movies is reality. It's not film tricks. It is not film tricks. It is not film tricks. Knowledge is the power. Once you have the knowledge, it doesn't matter whether you are educated or not. But once you have the knowledge, you have the power. And once you have the power, nobody can be able to deceive you. No politician will deceive you. No religious leader will deceive you. No Wadiba will deceive you. You understand what I'm saying now? Because these three groups are the problem that we are having in damnable Zoloku Republic of Nigeria. These three groups, when the politician finish with you, what is left over you, they will pass it over to your religious leader. What did they do to you? The politicians. They will not build good school for you. They will not build infrastructure. Nothing. They will make your life miserable. And the next thing, you hope on God. You understand what I'm saying now? You hope on God. And these people, they will use you. They will strip you. They will take everything from you. That is why when you go to church, I got to get auto. I gave you 10,000. I'm gonna win them with 10,000. I told 10,000. You see 10,000. I put it to 8,000. You see 8,000. I put it to 6,000. Now I go. You see 6,000. I put it to 4,000. From 4,000 to 2,000. He gave Wotana Lili. These are professional criminals, motivation speakers, people that when they speak, they will motivate you. You will sell your land to give to them. From 2,000, they will bring it to 800, 600. They will bring it out to 20 naira. That even when you go home, you won't even have you won't even have money to buy a cup of rice. Ndebefa, omofa, fana enjoy life. Fan we go to private jet. Fana agba. Because politicians will finish go with you. You hope on God. You hope on God. Instead of them teaching you the way of life, the way to live a truthful life, they will use it to rob you. And when they finish with you, what did they use ego? Asu jeje bute ebunu. Nnegu na achugo. Nnago na achugo. One negu na achugo. One negu na achugo. They finish again. It do say useless. It do say useless. The next symbol, some men, ejebulu okada, ababa, ufonda banyenori, ufonda banyenori, omwanyi ufonda ejeboba okuna. That is why you have a hotel everywhere. A full hotel. You just in Imo State, Kita Anua, you just Anambra, you just everywhere. If you got four, ona everywhere. Epinin ona epinine. Makana okada bata, ma keke na pepe gbata ebe gịnị eje n'ụlọ akwụna ede nnekwu na o nwere onye na-ekwuzi na ya anụ nwaanyị nọ na ama anụ nwaanyị because ị nọ nga ị ga-enye ụmụ gị nri. Oh, what we're fighting, this is what we're fighting. This is what we are fighting. And people like Uchemofo, because of no more position now. Position ke chugunyel go zuru ologo. Onye ozuru ologo. Obulugo na Nnamdi Kanu want to take you down as a broadcaster, just for you to maintain your position as deputy. You making it? It's okay, no problem. If you have seen that you are not worthy to be like him, the reason why Ralph Wazulike appointed him, because he has the energy. That is a fact. This is the reason why he can be able to convince a lot of people. This is the reason why a lot of people can be able to follow him. You understand what I'm saying now? This is what's the reason why Ralph Wazulike chose him. He chose him because he can do the job very well. You understand what I'm saying now? When you listen to Ralph Wazulike, when he making all those rubbish statements that he's making, if you go to Abusus or no milli, or blow no milli, or blow no milli, or they make a why, that all need is somebody who can do the job. And Mazen Nnamdi can also need somebody who can do the job, because he has suffered enough. If you check during the time of this NSAS this man falls sick. I myself, I noticed, I wept. If you check my previous, that was a program that I made. If you go to my page, you check it. That was a program I made. I can't remember the title. I wept. When you listen, I just wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I started it because I fell for this man. This man natafufu. Mmadụ game program n'ụtụtụ. Oge me n'efie. Oge me n'abalị. 3 times every day. Sometimes 2 times. And after that, he will have a Zoom conference with some leaders. He will have Zoom conference. He doesn't have time to sleep. You've heard him say that even doctors, the doctor want to give him a sick bed, but he said no. He needs somebody who can do the job. This is why he asks you to hand over everything. All you have to do is respectful, because he has said it so many times and said that any position you're holding, it is not permanent. He has said this several times without number. And he has said, anybody who can do this job better than me, come out and I will give it to you. He has said this so many times. What you have to do is to work hard. So onwere onye ọzọ anyị ga-eso abụrụ gịnị? Onwere onye ọzọ anyị ga-eso. Onwere onye ọzọ anyị ga-eso abụrụ Nnamdi Kanu. And onwere onye ọzọ m ga-eso abụrụ Nnamdi Kanu. That is why ọ bụ na ndị mmadụ nụ egwu a, ndị mmadụ nụ egwu anụnwa ara na-agbafa, ọ na-agbafa liri. I'm telling you. Ndị mmadụ nụ egwu ọ na-agbafa liri. I'm telling you. Ndị mmadụ nụkwara holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Ọ na-agbalifa brain. Ọ na-agbalifa brain.
Another Savior, holy, 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 holy,
Well, this is Mobiel. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra.
The advice is Nenye Uchemofo, because if you listen to this music, even his name was mentioned in this music. His name was mentioned in this music. So you have time to apologize. Do whatever you can to still remain in the book of history. To remain in the book of history. Your name is mentioned in this music. Holy, holy, holy. Your name is mentioned in this music. The music will on a bandala, on a fana nuyeto anua, on a wafaliri. Oh, easy fana on a oh my goodness. Oh, mwaka mugodi eto anua, on a go yeto anua, on a otolunta.
Holy, 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 another Savior, holy, 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 holy,
Well, this is Mobile. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPA families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another Savior. Holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory.
Oh. In Anuya, I am making a mazuche more. This is to say that, this is to tell you that your name is already written on the history. This is to tell you that your name is already on the history, but you want to allow yourself to be used by the enemy. I am making a mazuche more according to the music. My brother, my brother, a man has said that na okay if mili, it was a mili daughter tin na basin. It was a mili daughter tin na basin. You will obela aja. Tunye, you are going to show Balwa. God may be God dozier. God dozier. God dozier. God dozier. God dozier.
The gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPA families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 Olumewojuku is another Savior. They were singing out,
holy, 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 holy,
Olumewojuku is another Savior. Holy, 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 holy,
Olumewojuku
is another Savior. Many years after the genocide,
oh,
yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh,
another great leader have risen up. After many years of genocide war, because the war of 1967-1970 was an ethnic cleansing war. Ethnic cleansing is a genocide, a war that is determined to wipe out a certain religion. And after that war, another leader, another Messiah have risen up, deputed by Mazi Uchemofo, and this is in the history, in the book of history. You know what Uchemofo did is to change the history, and whatever happened, it happened for the good. It happened for the good, because we cannot allow the history of what happened the time of Azikiwe and Ojukwu to happen again. You understand what I'm saying now? There is no way I can allow. There is no way I can allow. Kama yincha niile, kama yincha niile, kama yincha niile anwụsịa. Okwefu, kama yincha niile, onye ọbụla mandatory, onye ọbụla no diaspora, make it get troop down in damnable zoological republic of Nigeria. According to that country, it come even repeated before. Come on, the history get repeat itself again, because we can say that there is a way history repeats itself again. Come on, history get repeat itself again. Now that our eyes are already open, come on, not diaspora. We will troop down to damnable zoological republic of Nigeria. We will fight this war. We will fight this war. We will fight this war. The last man standing will build up the nation, and our name will remain in the book of history for eternity to eternity. Our name will remain in the book of history, eternity to eternity. Come on, instead of the repeat of what Azikiwe did to Ojukwu. Instead of the repeat of what Azikiwe did to Ojukwu, all of us in the diaspora, we trooped down to damnable zoological republic of Nigeria and pulled out that country because we have every evidence. This is the reason why we're fighting this media war. This is the reason why we're fighting this media war, to let the world know exactly what is happening in Nigeria. This is the reason why he asked everybody that you must be on the Twitter. He said that your mother, your father, you must teach them how to tweet and retweet. Because the Fulani Janjaweed media will not report it. BBC Ndo Shinandama will not report it. I mean the Igbo BBC, they will not report it. But wherever you see that we retaliate, everybody will hear about it. Because in 2007, they tagged us. They tagged us as terrorists. The British will now say, have you seen it? We told you they are terrorists. We told you they are terrorists. This is the reason we're fighting this media war. So any opportunity that we saw or we see, we must use it in advantage of us. Even if Uchemofa thinking that he want to destabilize this struggle, just like what Azikiwe did, he want to destabilize it because Ojukwu did not give him a certain position that he required. He want to be the head of state, and Ojukwu said, "No, you will not." And he chose to die with the enemy. Because he knew fully well, even taking money or taking loan from whatever African bank that he's taking money in a sense that he will repay back. He knows very well that everybody in that damnable zoological republic of Nigeria at that time is doing the same thing, including Janjaweed. So there is no justification that because of the threatening of that they will expose him, they will put him in jail, that will make you to betray your own people. No. What makes Azikiwe to betray Ojukwu? Because he wanted to be the head of state. And Ojukwu said no. He wanted to be the head of state, and Ojukwu said no. This is exactly what is going on. This is exactly what Uchemofa did. He wants people to hear him. He want people to hear your voice. Go and watch Nnamdi Kanu since 2014, when he began to power in the broadcast from the beginning to the end. Check out the energy. Check out the energy. Check out the energy. Check the energy. Compare Malo. Slack. Then go back and check your own. As I'm doing this, you go and check it yourself while watching me right now. Go and listen to Uchemofa, any of his program. You will see if goes. So we don't need such a person. ebe anyị need ụdịka mmadụ ahụ ụdịka mma uche m ọfọ ọ bụ na Biafra bịa emebezie gentle kịta nụ abụrụ gentle. When you're speaking, you have to be very, very angry. You have to show, because this is a revolution. The people ndị na-eme gentle bụ ndị ọcha, because every night go for ma. Mana anyị eme gentle because ndị anyị na-agwa okwu n'idi itinye iwelu okwu ichi gwafa ka ntu ijide hama ikwu onye ekụba ya n'isi. That is why you see and then insult over. That is why you 12 out and out whatever. Kafo we make you making where is no, because if you don't insult a black man, if you don't insult an African man, he will not reason. He will not reason. If you don't insult an African man, he will not reason. It's only when you insult him. Look, your name is being mentioned on this great music. Holy, and you're messing yourself around. Let me listen to this music again. I'm so much in love with this music. It's been a long time that I listened to this music. Whoever are thinking that he will use anything to destabilize the struggle of Biafra, we will use it against him and those who use it for the benefit of this struggle. If ọ ni iburu wee bịa ka iwe destabilize, I got turn ya around. Instead of if you work in your own benefit, we will turn it around and use it in the benefit of this struggle. I'm going to if
Well, this is Mobiel. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight. They were singing out,
holy, Nnamdi is another Savior.
They were singing out,
holy, Nnamdi is another Savior. Holy, Nnamdi is another Savior. Many years after the genocide,
yet another great leader has risen up.
Another great leader has risen up.
And he's leading the Biafrans to victory.
He's leading Biafra to victory. Whenever I get to this point, I stop. Whenever I get to this point, a man that your name is on the history. Whenever I get to this point, but let me take it back. Let us listen to it again, because this music on a chunda job.
Whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. It's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing, holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I'm singing, holy,
course, is another Savior. So, my brothers and sisters, I encourage each and every one of you not to be discouraged of what Mazi Uchimofo did. I believe that after listening to so many of us, because I am not the only one who is doing this. I am not the only one who is doing this. What we are trying to do is to talk senses into him. What we are trying to do is to let him know that what we are fighting is to find a way to come together in order to bring our brothers and sisters who are scattered all over the world. If you go to Benin, that is Benin Republic, you will find out there are a lot of Yorubas. There are a lot of Yorubas who have been there for ages. We don't want our own to be so. This is the reason why when you go to Kogi, you will see Biafrans. When you go to Benue State, the same thing, the same fate before some of them. When you go to Akwa Ibom, it's the same case. In River State, the same thing. We have scattered all over the world. We have seen the light. And it is our responsibility for most of all who are here in the diaspora to use our energy to bring our brothers and sisters who have scattered all over the world together. And for the ones who the Janjaweed, the Fulani Janjaweed has given them to other tribe, that today even some of us are fighting with our brother because of a boundary. So this is what we must do. And I want to also use this opportunity to tell you that, as our leader said, any position that you find yourself in, it is not permanent. You find him, you heard him so many times say that if anybody who can do it better than him is welcome to take the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra. So it is not as if that IPOB did not love you. It is not as if that the leader of IPOB did not love you. But because they have found somebody who is better than what you are doing, and you need to upgrade yourself. Maybe that position that you find yourself, that they need somebody who is more aggressive, who is more vibrant. Because that position that you occupy, there are better positions than that. But that particular position, there are people who are qualified to be that in that position. This is the reason why they ask you to leave that seat. And you must not kill yourself. It doesn't matter. What we are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. And by doing so, with one mind, one voice, one aim. That is why you hear command and control. The enemies are over there laughing at us. We must not give them that opportunity. So I ask each and every one of you who have watched this program or who are yet to watch this program to share this message so that other people can be able to listen to it and to know that the man that we have followed, he has earned his respect. He has earned his respect. He declined every threat of bribery. This is the reason why he sacrificed his parents. This is the reason why his mother died. This is the reason why his father died. And this is the reason why that he is still suffering today. The reason why each and every one of us was created is for one reason or the other. the blessing upon my life that the God implanted in me can never be the same with yours. Each and every one of us has our potential. But what you have to do is to discover that thing that God implanted in you. It doesn't matter if you're educated or not. Because if you check back in the history, that when you speak your dialect, they call it a vernacular. That you will be punished to speak your vernacular, to speak your dialect. But when you come to the Western world, they start from the kindergarten to learn the language up until primary to secondary, so that it will be easy for them to understand. Because I have asked myself so many questions that when you understand somebody you are dealing with, you understand his teaching. So what makes you, or what stops you to calculate 1 + 1 = 2? So that mentality, that slavery mentality, we must take it away. And I recommend you to go and Google and find out a letter called the Willie Lynch letter. It is written in the year of 1712. In the year of 1712, it was a letter to control the African slavery. It is a letter to use that letter to use the tactics that a woman will be against man, man will be against woman, young will be against old, old will be against young, leader we are against the one that he meant to govern. This is exactly what is going on. And only with the restoration of Biafra that not only Africa but the whole world will see the light, because we stand on the truth, and it does not matter who that truth affects. We must speak it. We must say it exactly the way it is. So I urge you to be strong. Do whatever you can. It does not matter if Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting or not. He has planted the seed in us, each and every one of us. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, do it for the benefit of Biafra. Do it for the positive interest of Biafra. This is what I can say. I still remain Mazi Innocent in Kendelem Emmanuel from here, Hamburg unit, a bona fide active member of IPOB, both financial and otherwise. I thank you very much for listening to this program, and I say good evening and may God bless you.